welcome to Storytime with Mr. Ryan. This weekend, on May 29th, we celebrate the birthday of President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, or you may know him better as JFK. Perhaps you've heard a little bit about him before. Perhaps you've heard an excerpt from one of his many famous speeches. But today we learn about how JFK was a president for the people, a president who inspired his citizens to do good. That's why today we are reading John F. Kennedy, A Life of Citizenship by Todd. Let's hop on in, shall we? Who is responsible for your community? John F. Kennedy would say you are responsible. He was the 35th President of the United States. John believed being a citizen means more than just belonging to a community. He believed good citizens should try to help their community. John was born in 1917 to a wealthy family in Massachusetts. He was one of 9 children. When he was young, he liked to travel and play sports. He was also popular and smart. He attended many good schools, including a highly respected college called Harvard. After college, John joined the U.S. Navy. He served on a ship during World War II. One day, an enemy ship struck his ship. Some crew members had to jump into the water to survive. Several people were injured, including John. But still, John led the survivors to shore. John even pulled along another man who was too injured to swim. John believed people should always work together and help each other. After the war, John decided to enter politics. He wanted to work for change in his community. At that time, African Americans were treated unfairly. They could not go to the same schools as white people. Schools for black children were not as good as schools for white children. And there were laws that kept white and black people separate in other ways too. John worked to promote equal rights for all people. And John enjoyed politics and decided to run for president. In 1960, he was the youngest person ever elected president of the United States. In his first speech as president, John asked all Americans to think about what they could do to help their country. He believed a country could be great only if its citizens were great. John felt that being a good citizen meant helping others in need. That's why he started the Peace Corps. This group let Americans volunteer all over the world. American volunteers went to communities that needed help. Volunteers would teach people, plant crops, build houses, and help communities to grow. John wanted Americans to work hard in school. He knew the importance of education and that learning could lead to new discoveries. John especially wanted Americans to lead the world in space exploration. He wanted the United States to be the first to land a person on the moon. This space race motivated many students to work hard studying science. John inspired many people to help others and work harder for their community. He brought change to the country, but some people worried that things were changing too fast. In 1963, John was shot and killed. It was a sad day for America. Even so, the people who believed in John stayed strong and continued the work he had started. After John's death, an American landed on the moon. The Peace Corps continued to grow. Americans still volunteered in their communities and around the world. There is still work to be done. John would say we are all responsible for helping our communities and our country. What could you do to help your community? Well, thank you guys very much for joining me. I'm Mr. Ryan. Please feel free to check out this awesome glossary of terms. If you don't know them already, here they are. He was a truly wonderful president, and I think we all can benefit a lot from the lessons that JFK has taught us, in particular learning to help your community. What can you do? Ask yourself every day, what can you do to improve your community and the world around you, and to help your neighbors as well? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to check out my other videos on this channel. I've got a ton of great people videos just like this one, where we do biographies for all sorts of great people. I'm Mr. Ryan. I had a lot of fun doing this story today. Please feel free to check out my other videos, and if you're looking for fun activities you can do from home, go ahead and check out veronalibrary.org/children. Until next time, I'll be seeing you. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.